Hi you guys, we're here to do our Q&A. A lot of you guys wanted to see our updated Q&A because we haven't done one in a while. So I asked you guys on Twitter, and then some of you guys don't have a Twitter, so I did take some from Facebook and Instagram as well. So we're going to go ahead and get started, and we'll probably answer about 10, just so it's not so long. Trista asked, if you could plan a dream vacation, where would it be? Where do you think? Dream vacation. It depends if you're saying like with kids or without kids. With kids, I feel like obviously like Disney World, but without kids, I would say Hawaii again.
I always wanted to go to Costa Rica.
Yeah, but you want to go there like by yourself to surf. Well, I guess that is your dream vacation, so.
Yeah.
But by himself.
Not by myself, just so I can surf.
Yeah. So yeah, his is Costa Rica. I would like to go to Hawaii again, probably a different island. For our honeymoon, we went to Oahu. We had so much fun. Okay, next question is, what was it like transitioning from being a working mom to being a stay-at-home mom? I feel like it was an amazing transition. I mean, obviously it's an easy transition because here I was having to drive 2 hours a day, like dropping PAXTON off, then going to work, and then picking him up and then coming home, and then still having to, make dinner and keep up with the house. So being able to stay home with our boys has been a dream come true, and I'm just so happy, and I'm able to, keep up with the house and, be with them all the time. So it's been an amazing, amazing transition.
It's made things easier on me too.
Yeah, so definitely like we had to adjust with the income difference, and I wouldn't have been able to stay home if it wasn't for Rob's promotion. So we're very thankful with that.
Where are you going? Stand up.
Okay. How many more children do you want?
Want me to answer honestly?
Yeah, go ahead.
I think it would be great to have a girl, but at the same time, I think I'd be perfectly happy with 2. And that's it.
So he would, like, if we could guarantee it be a girl, next time he'd be, like, all on board. I feel like, right? He'd be, like, all on board if you could guarantee it was a girl.
It's not even about that. It's more just, you're starting over again, and you can't go on the vacations you want to go and take them where you want to take them, and then it does become a finance issue after a while. After a third kid, that's three mouths to feed, 3 seats to pay for wherever you're going.
Yeah, which I understand that, but for me, that wouldn't be the reason I wouldn't want to have another child. So I would definitely, I've always had said that my amount of children, I would love to have 3 kids. I'm definitely, of course, happy with Maverick and Paxton, and I would totally be fine if we had a third boy. But I don't know, I just feel like one child is missing. Just, I guess, because I had it in my head for so long that I always wanted 3 kids. I guess because my mom had 3 kids. So I don't know. I feel like 3 is just perfect. And then that's it. 3 is good. Another question to go with that is, someone asked, if you want to have a third child, how close would you want them? When would you want to start trying?
As soon as possible.
Yeah, Rob would he'd be like, all right, let's go now.
Yeah, the thing for me is I don't want to wait. I don't want to have a big gap and then Paxton's old enough to do some cool stuff,
right?
And then we're not able to do certain things because we have a baby and we can't take him anywhere.
Right. So he doesn't want us to be we're into the fun zone where it's we can go anywhere and not have to worry about a baby. So it'd be nice to have them close in age because then they're all still into the same things.
Yeah,
right?
Just get the, not that you want to get the baby stage over with.
You just want them all to be able to do the same things and not have one kid be oh, that's lame. When you have a younger kid. Because my brother, he thought things were he didn't want to do anything that we wanted to do when we were little because there was a bigger age gap. If you had to move to another state, what would you choose? We answered this before, and this was from Samantha.
It's
so hard.
Yeah, it's tough because, I think Pennsylvania, there's parts of Pennsylvania that are beautiful.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind living in.
And it's not that far.
Yeah, it would definitely require a lot more thought and research, but
For
I
work.
would love, work is definitely an issue, but I would love to move somewhere that's super rural and, um, a place where you could get a lot of land for a little bit of money. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he definitely wants a lot of land. I love living in New Jersey, and like to me, it's like I wouldn't mind like moving to a different state, but it's like I of course miss family. That's one thing. But I don't know. Like I feel like I cannot wait until we can take our kids to the beach and we have that access to just drive, on last minute whim, be like, oh, let's go to the beach. So that's a hard thing to like give up when you like grew up with having the ocean.
The thing is, we don't have any plans to move.
Yeah. So. Yeah, that's just like if we were ever to. Okay. Jamie asks, since being a stay-at-home mom, do you miss working and having adult combos? No. Well, no, I don't miss it at all. Like, not that I don't miss like having adult conversations, but I just don't miss like leaving the boys. And I feel like the only reason I don't miss it is because I have you guys that I interact with like all day long with comments and just like doing my YouTube and stuff. I feel like it's a big, big outlet for me. So, and I also like I FaceTime Cassidy and Vanessa. So I feel like that's a reason where, and I have a ton of play dates with the boys. I have a big group of like mommy friends. So I actually feel like I have more friends now than I did when I was working.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, yeah, it's just weird. With work, it was like I was so busy where it's like, okay, on the weekends, I just want to be with my family. But during the week, Rob's working, and I want to have Paxton like interacting with other kids. So I feel like I see more like friends now. Marissa asks, what's your current favorite family meal to go to? Like, what's our go-to family meal? I really don't know. Like spaghetti, something easy. If you're saying like something easy, he loves kielbasa with pineapple. That's like his favorite.
It is good.
He loves that.
Brown sugar and pineapple.
That's super easy just to throw in the crock pot. So I feel like that's his. Mine, I could just be like cereal. I mean, not like a family meal. Family meal that like, not a family meal, but like a meal that I just like to go to is just like cereal. Something easy. But I like seafood. Like if we have shrimp.
Yeah, but that's not something that's like a go-to.
I guess.
Family meal.
Okay,
like, a family meal is something you cook at home that is like
super easy.
It's like your go-to. Like, what do you love to make, and it's like your favorite thing.
Nothing, because I'm so picky.
I just don't know.
Yeah, nothing. I don't really have one.
I know what it is.
What?
Chinese.
Yeah, I love Chinese food. Calvin asks, if you stay at home with kids, what do you do when you put the kids to bed? I am either cleaning like crazy, editing, or filming a video. I rarely just sit down to relax because I feel so guilty if I'm sitting down to relax.
Why do you feel guilty?
Because I have things that I have to do. You know what I mean? Like if I didn't edit the night before, I need to edit to make sure the vlog's up, or I need to film a video, or I just need to clean. And a lot of times it's like I'm cleaning things that he won't even notice at the end of the day. And sometimes it's like, he doesn't even notice that like I spent 2 hours cleaning the inside of windows and the inside of cabinets and wiping like crevices of like area like of the house down. So sometimes it's like you may come home and you're like, what did you do all day?
No.
I mean, obviously the house is always clean when you come home.
Yeah.
99% of the time.
And I know how Paxton keeps you busy, so and
yeah, exactly. And a lot of times, like they do nap, luckily at the same times usually, but there is times that Maverick won't nap or Paxton's not gonna nap that day. But yeah, so I'm plenty busy when the boys are sleeping. Taylor Day Moreau asks, what's the hardest thing about having 2 kids so close in age? That's a good question.
What's the
hardest thing about having them close in age? My thing about the hardest thing is having them close in age is Paxton not totally understanding that his actions can actually hurt Maverick. You know, like say he's like kicking him or like kicking around and like can kick him, that can actually like really hurt him. Where I don't think he gets it totally, you know?
Yeah, I was going to kind of say the same thing because it's tough to, you know,
It's tough
play
to
him down and then not worry about Paxton coming over
Right.
and waking him up.
I feel like definitely talking to Paxton, and like when I'm talking to him about like, you know, that not to do that, it's like, does he get it or does he not? Because he's still only 2 years old. So, and he's like in his like terrible 2 phase. So that's like another thing. Like I couldn't imagine him like right now in like his exact age right now having a newborn. I would feel really nervous.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
I would feel really, really nervous. So I'm happy that like Maverick's got some like meat on his bones now where he can like topple over. Yeah, like Paxton will like push him over on the bed and like he's like smiling. So thank God. If you have another child, what gender would you like it to be? Obviously health obviously health is most important, and I know everyone knows that. Health is most important, but obviously if we could choose, we would love to have a girl, but I would definitely take another boy, no problem. I feel like I love being a boy mom, but I would love to experience having a girl as well. Would we ever drive a minivan? No. I am never driving a minivan just because, like, I remember my mom, and I know minivans are totally different than they were, like, back then. My mom had a Lumina that looked like a spaceship. That thing was hit.
They're totally functional, but
yeah, just not my thing. I understand why people have minivans. It's just not for me. How long have you guys been together? 10 years. After I got my necklace fixed, like the chain had a knot in it. And I was like, yeah, he got me this for my 4-year anniversary. And then I'm like, oh my gosh, that was so long ago. We're together for 10 years now, which is insane. Someone asked, is Maverick's bedtime changed because he seems to be up later, especially like with being sick? He's definitely been up later since being sick. And it's a lot harder because with Paxton, we can make him go to bed. He's always going to bed at like 7 o'clock. But Maverick, I can't say, Maverick, go to bed now. Like, he does not look tired at all. And especially if, like, we're out or whatever and he's falling asleep at 5 o'clock and he sleeps for an hour like he did today, obviously he's going to be more awake. And I'm not going to try to, like, that hard to keep him up because if he's super tired, I want him to rest. And we go to bed a little bit later anyway, so whatever time he falls asleep is fine. Usually, what time do you think he's usually been falling asleep? Like 9 o'clock? Well,
he usually does fall asleep before that, but then he wakes up.
Yeah, he usually will go to bed at like maybe like 8, because then I'm usually like in bed trying to like edit and stuff. Maybe around like 8 o'clock, but then he usually will wake up at like 11 o'clock. It just depends like how his day went, if he took a good nap or not, but
you're just squirming all over.
Yeah, he's a little squirmy guy. But I think that's it for the questions. We're going to just answer this many. That way we have something to answer for our next Q&A. And I will try to do a Q&A once a month for you guys because I know a lot of people have questions. It's just hard to get to them all. But thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you go ahead and hit the subscribe button. And you guys, didn't Rob do an amazing job? Everyone says how good of a job you did on their bed frame.
Good. And you stained it.
Yeah, that's true.
You did the finishing.
And they said, oh my gosh, can Rob build me a bed frame? Brooke was like, oh my gosh, I should have, oh my gosh, he had another tooth coming in, I think.
Oh, goodness.
Brooke said, I should pay Rob to build me a table. A table. You could do that easily. That's way easier than a bed.
Projects is what they are. They're projects.
Projects, yeah. And yeah, I don't think like Rob would love to. Would you like to do it for like a side thing if you ever?
If I don't have time to do it now, but if I ever lost my job,
it's a good thing to know how to do.
I'd be doing little
side jobs,
odds and ends like that.
Yeah, because he is like super handy. But all right, you guys, thank you so much for watching, and we will see you all in our daily vlog. Bye. Say bye.
Bye.
You had me at hello. Cause where you go is where I go. I don't need nobody else. I got you, and you got me too. You can ride out of the blue. I wanna do what you want to. We can leave and run away.